Welcome to the Keeezzy Network. We're back. It's your boy Keeezzy again. Back with the black and white. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, man. Get that fucking YouTube and Twitch and all them algorithms going and everywhere. Yo, help me out, man. Help me out. Get to subscribe. So yeah, now we're on episode 5. We're not gonna check episode 6 today like we did yesterday. Yesterday we checked 2 episodes, but today we're gonna go with 1 episode. So let's fucking get into it, and let's just stop talking about it. Get into it, because I'm ready. I'm here to see the growth, man. Let's see if white people can grow.
Previously on
Black and White.
My theory is it starts with personal responsibility. You get out of life what you put into it.
They are so aware of the fact that they are black and that they are separate and they are different.
You know, so far, I'm kind of waiting for somebody to go, hey, nigger. You know,
But it's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen. You know, well, you said
You're sitting there and you want to sit on the little lily white pedestal and say shit is not happening in the world, and that's bullshit.
I hear you. No, I know it's out there, but I'm trying to enlighten you on the fact that you have to approach life in a certain way and not
We're just trying to help you get the experience, but you won't get it.
See what happens.
You won't get it. That's facts. That's been the thing about it. Bruno don't get it.
Human beings. And I am just a girl.
Fuck?
Makeup.
Sorry guys, sorry about that.
Previously on Black White.
You know, so far, I'm kind of waiting for somebody to go, hey, nigger. You know,
But it's not gonna happen.
But it's, you know, well, you said
You're sitting there and you want to sit on the little lily white pedestal and say
Lily
shit
white
is not
pedestal,
happening in the
I'm
world,
dead.
and that's bullshit.
I hear you. No, I know it's out there, but I'm trying to enlighten you on the fact that you have to approach life in a certain way and not
bullshit. We're just trying to help you get the experience,
That's
but you
what
won't
people
get
say
it.
as well, man. A lot of white people want to be like, I'm trying to enlighten you.
She looking ran over. Oh, I didn't see that. Yeah. You know, cultures and stuff. But I mean, it's the way she did it.
Even though my poetry class knows that I'm white, they're really psyched for me to come along with them to see things that I wouldn't have been able to see if I wasn't in black makeup.
But I'm not one to be with. I'm serious.
I won't do that again.
I don't trust her. I really don't like her. After this show, I don't want nothing else to do with Carmen.
I didn't know not to say that. So it came out like, yo, bitch.
I didn't know not to say that. I can't believe no one told her it wasn't
you can't
fucking like.
act black. You are black. There are just some things you're a part of. But you're not a part of it.
I can't believe no one told her it was just illogical to call her.
Please don't believe the hype. Everything in the world ain't black and white. Everybody ain't a stereotype. Just because I look wrong, I'm about to do right. Black as midnight or bright as Snow White. You better do me right or I'ma have to take flight. Put you on nice, blast on you twice. If you a zebra, better come out them stripes.
That nigga look like Dave Chappelle and Michael Jackson.
Don't believe the hype. Everything in the world ain't black and white.
The families are at odds right now, and we thought it'd be a good idea to bring in a therapist, an objective view, to come in and see if they can help us work this out.
Are there things that have happened that you've been reluctant to share?
It just gets frustrated sometimes when he think that I see what I see because I want to see it. But I always say, you know, Bruno has this Bruno block.
Bruno has this Bruno block. He
Bruno
sees
Block.
the world.
I like the name Bruno
Bruno's
Block.
Eyes, Bruno's ways, Bruno's ideas. And
Bruno's
that's all
ideas.
that he wants to know. He don't want to know anything else.
You don't care.
I do
You really
believe
don't.
that energy that one puts out, you have the world coming back to you. And
I can agree with that. The energy one puts out and the world can bring it back. But at the same time, it shit don't work like that in your fucking world of America, you dumb fuck.
to put out. For instance, we were walking through Beverly Hills, and I just felt that Brian was just really looking for signs of racism.
I tried to consider Bruno's point of view, but his point of view is so ignorant. It's a big problem.
Now, Renee, what's your hot button?
My hot button? I guess, you know, when people I feel that should know better use words, you know, racial slurs and, you know, just comments. That's a hot button for me.
I think Renee holds on to judgments too much. I totally feel her judging me all the time. It
Yeah,
sucks.
because you be
Has
acting
anyone
dumb
ever offended
sometimes.
you?
So you
I've
deserve
been
that one.
dismissed for not understanding things.
Your white
or
ass
being
be deserving that
clueless
one,
because
Carmen.
of blonde or white.
Carmen,
I don't love
aka
it.
aka fucking Karen.
But I know who I am.
she gets her emotions get into it. She's very sensitive.
I don't want to have a bad impression about white women just because of what I've experienced with Carmen.
I don't like the way I'm feeling right now, particularly since we've all agreed to participate in a project, from my perception, geared toward healing misunderstanding, not resurrecting it and maintaining it.
Since the beginning of this project, I have been trying to find a deeper understanding of what it's like to be black.
All right, bless Cherie. Let's do it.
My poetry class is going to be performing at this place called The Lounge our final week, and we really need to prepare.
Here's
I
the
need to
deal.
make some
So
fries
I want
after
you to
this.
write on
I
this
should have
piece
made
of
that
paper
before.
2 truths and 1 lie, okay? And then you're gonna stand up and you're gonna say your 2 truths and a lie, but you're gonna say them all with super duper Willie Mammoth confidence. That's what we need to do on stage and anything. And we're gonna guess which one is a lie, which one's the truth. Who wants to go first?
Come on.
Okay, quiet.
My father has been in prison all my life. I used to be a stripper. I get all my underwear from the 99 cents.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
That's a tough one. Yo, I don't even know which one's true.
That's her.
Which one's false?
99 cents. Okay, you don't think she would be a stripper? What do you say, Bless?
I said the draws.
Draws?
I'm saying the dad.
The dad? Rose, what do you say?
Dad.
Dad? No, I'm gonna go stripper. I'm gonna go stripper. You didn't strip, girl.
Okay, I didn't used to be a stripper.
I knew I was in the stripper still. You like, aren't they young? You know what I'm saying?
Even though I'm in black makeup and around black people, I'm still trying to squeeze my way into something that I'm not exactly welcomed into.
Thank you.
How you do?
Good, how are you?
Good. We're just hanging out. A lot of people there don't have that quote unquote hood experience.
Right.
That's a big change for you to look around in your environment and it just looks dismal.
Right.
And it really
I really like Devon as a person with a lot to say.
Gone are the days of the playground games and piggyback rides. So I
Devon,
settled
my
for less
boy.
than you used to me more all my life. I settled for less, too intimidated with the best or too far gone with temptations to make it last past 8th grade. All the while wondering what it meant to have a crush.
I remember meeting Devon. I mean, the first time that he opened his mouth with that first poem, he was in his zone. And immediately I realized that this was somebody that I was probably going to have a little bit, perhaps a little bit of a crush on.
Woo! Like the boy, that's what I told y'all.
Let's make the next poem reality.
I
She like
realized
Devon.
that I've learned to blend in. But my main motivation is to actually connect on a soul level, where the color difference just doesn't matter.
Today I'm
What does
taking
it-
Carmen
what does it mean to act
a
black? I don't
hair
understand what
salon.
that means.
It's
I
kind of like
mean,
where
you know what
we
I'm
as
saying?
black
I
women
ain't
get
moving
together
like
and
that,
just
like
bond.
that. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
hoping that maybe we
Just gotta
can
fly, we
find a way
fly.
to get along, and maybe that'll open the doors for us to, break through what we have been having difficulties
I hope
with
they
in the
break
house.
through.
I
Something
definitely
tells me
saw
they
that
ain't gonna make
sensitivity
it.
around Renee. But there's a part of me that would like to connect with her. She is a neat woman, and I'm a neat woman.
I hope they make it through. Like I said, something tells me they ain't gonna make it. But let's just hope they do. Let's just hope they do.
There may or may not
Check
be
it out.
space for friendship. I really don't know.
You can have
Wow,
some.
you are going, girl. This is great.
Thank you.
Where would you like me to hang out? Hang with her?
See right there?
Great. Thank you. How are you? Good, thanks. Do you work here very often?
Well, through the week.
You know what I like too is the music's not
What
on
kind of
all
question
loud.
is
I
that?
don't really listen to like hardcore
What kind of question is that? Do you work here very often? Like, fuck?
or rap unless it's on the radio.
Okay.
Because I'll be listening to like 50. I love 50.
50s, 60s, 70s, 80s.
No! 50! 50 Cent! The rapper! I would characterize Carmen as naive and
Idiot. I listen to 50. Yeah, the 50s. Nah, 50 Cent, bitch. Yo, shout out to 50, man. This was about the time of like what the massacre came out. So, yo, shout out to that, bro. Shout out to 50.
Has no, I mean, I hate to say it just has no clue about having a relationship with someone of another race.
So how long you been out here?
I just came back home. See,
Why you rubbing the lady back?
Still feel like I wouldn't want to introduce you to any of my friends because I don't really know what you're gonna
Fuck
say.
that. I feel you, girl.
Tila. Yeah. Carmen.
She be on some shit, man. Don't introduce her to nobody because she be on some shit. Look at her eyes, man. Look at her eyes. Look at how she looking at this lady, man. She like, you motherfucker.
Hi, Carmen. Hi, Tila. Love your hair. Can I touch it? Yes.
Oh! How could she do that in black makeup? How? I thought she was making progress. This bitch just said, can I touch it? It's not even the fact like, okay, you ask. The fact of the matter is, we don't like that. Touch your own motherfucking hair. You have the fucking same hair on your head. You ain't do the shits. Oh my god, look at that. How she rubbing the lady's head. Oh man. White people, please stop doing that. We don't like that. Like that. I mean, if I'm in a bed and some shit, girl, you white or black, Asian, don't matter.
Oh, it is too adorable.
Like, what?
What
black woman
Right?
goes up to another black
Right?
woman and say,
Look at this girl. She like, yo, why this woman so weird? Why is she so weird? Like, nah, this woman gotta be adopted with white people.
can I touch your hair? It was just kind of like, okay, I tried. I can walk away from this knowing that I did all that I could to try to establish a relationship with her, and it's just not gonna happen.
Because Brian is so hell-bent on me experiencing racism, we're going to go out and see how many good Samaritans we can find here in Simi Valley, a primarily white neighborhood, by pretending we're having car trouble. So far as Black Bruno, I haven't felt like I've been discriminated against at all, and Brian is very anxious for me to feel this, but I'm not so sure that I am going to.
Hey, ma'am, you wouldn't happen to have any jumper cables, would you? You wouldn't happen to have any jumper cables, would you? Thank you. Thank you.
I'm not sure what I can personally say to Bruno to get through to him because we've had the big discussions.
I don't think that's the best. I don't think that's the best. I don't think that's the best activity to show him about racism. Like they should go to his bar as black people where he works and see how that would work out.
Him, promise you, it would not be for lack of trying.
Do you have any cables? Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Gosh, with all...
You need a hand loading all your stuff in the car? Okay. Sir, I really appreciate that.
Hope you're not mad at it.
I really feel like I really...
People were more than happy to help us, regardless of the fact that we were black.
We used to have a really bad car, so I'm excellent.
Okay.
Cars. You ready?
Yes, we're ready.
Yo, honestly, Bruno's just lucky at this point. Like, sometimes, I mean, no. Okay, on this one, he's like, yeah, he's lucky because people are helping. But the man was put in a situation where he didn't see the racism. And it would happen blatantly in his face. On some dumb shit.
Thank you. Good, great. Appreciate it. I must say, I'm thoroughly impressed.
Everyone was very helpful and courteous. And I'm sure this was a little frustrating for Brian and, frankly, validating for myself.
I'm very frustrated because every time I take Bruno out in his black makeup, I'm striking out.
My mom told me how much fun it was to go to the black hair salon, so I wanted to see for myself. And my friend Brianna from poetry class decided that she would be okay taking me.
This is kind of a community that no white girl would usually have the right to be a part of.
because it's sort of like an inner sanctum.
Are you gonna have it curly or are you gonna keep it fuzzy?
Yeah, we're gonna have that funky, like.
Oh, that girl's like, what did she just say? That girl's like, what did she just say?
Honestly, like mine's too Halloween.
Curly or frizzy?
Are
Like,
you
what?
uncomfortable? No, it's fine. I mean,
Oh, God. Come on, Rose. You were doing so good, Rose. Why you gotta ask so many questions?
Even though I would get accepted more when I was in black makeup, it's kind of like right now I'm just crossing my fingers and hoping to somewhat connect more than I have.
what happened to you yesterday? Why? What? Oh, I was just, it was gonna be too late. I needed my sleep. How was it? They were mad at you. They were? Who?
Yeah.
Duran? All the poets and everybody. Yeah. Yeah.
The poetry class got together last night to go check out the space that we'll be performing at next week. I didn't think it would be a big deal that I didn't go.
They're like, who does she think she is? Are you serious? Like, no, because like they thought that you were gonna be there, and because everybody just went. Like they're supposed to see it. They check it out to see.
Goddamn,
like,
Rose. Why you gotta think? Tell me you weren't thinking you. Goddamn, Rose. You gotta check out the space when everybody checking out the space. What do you mean? You're about to perform there. That's the number one artist shit. When you're like. You and your crew are about to go check. You and your crew are performing somewhere. You all go check it out together. You have no reason not to go. I'm gonna be tired. I need to sleep. See, now that's that.
Who was there? Yeah. Oh my God. You're like, she's gonna perform next week, and she didn't even see the spot where she's gonna perform at.
Oh no. Oh, I do not want them to upset me. The last thing I want is for this group to be mad at me. I feel like I just keep missing.
Her hair is so big in the back because of her actual hair. It's crazy.
I want to find out more about the opposite race, and Carmen's not giving me that, so I'm gonna move on. So today I'm going to Bible study. Hi, I'm
Bible
Renee.
study.
Nice to meet you. I'm Mary. Sorry for being so late.
Better late than never.
When I first met them, I thought, oh my God, I'm sitting down with two older women. One of them looks like she's even older than my mom.
So, wait, had you come for a Bible study? I mean, did you think you were having one today?
Oh, I forgot to
The Oxford Bible, they said.
Yeah.
Is the Oxford Bible?
I thought it was, yeah.
The Bible,
normally
mate.
I'm used to like meeting actually at the church.
Yeah.
But then I
The
thought
Bible,
maybe
mate.
this is a LA thing too.
Yeah,
Actually, we just moved here to California, so right now we're living in Tarzana.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I really didn't feel like these were women that I could call up and say like, "Hey, let's go shopping."
What'd you
Well,
think?
I tried Bible study, but they weren't women that I really felt like I would click with. So I'm gonna try knitting because I think
Top
that's
of the
something
morning.
that a lot of white women do.
Let's go knitting in the morning with the wet leaves on the show.
It's a crochet project, and it's for beginners.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
It is.
We do it step by step, and we do it in a very methodical way so that you won't get frustrated, so that it'll be enjoyable. It looks like everyone's knitting, but most of them also know how to crochet.
These women, I mean, are very good at what they do. I mean, just very crafty. I mean, because they were pulling out all kind of things that they made, and they were telling me I would be at the same point as they are, and I'm thinking to myself, yeah, right.
Y'all have a huge stash of yarn.
I can see the black on her though. Look kind of light skin.
I couldn't relate to it. I couldn't get into it. I thought this was
She
boring.
look kind of light skinned though still.
A little trouble with starting.
This one?
That's from the top. Go from underneath. That's in the back. Go all the way around and slip it on.
The whole entire time I'm thinking,
Why did he like, yo, what's wrong with this woman? She can't get it. What's wrong with her? What's wrong with her?
this is white America.
Yeah, of course. White America. You know what it is.
Ladies, thank
you. Know what it is.
I didn't know if I was ever going to meet a white woman that I was going to click with.
Probably not, girl. Probably not. Probably not. It's it's hard. It's hard.
I thought it would be
it was
fun
harder
to walk
back then.
down the neighborhood that I've walked around many times as a white person to see what it would be like to walk in that same neighborhood as a black person.
You guys have a good day, huh? Okay. See you later. Bye.
I believe that Brian thinks that I am hard-headed and unwilling to look at the fact that there is racism and that it's tougher to be a black person in society.
He's not getting the little subtleties, people turning their head when you try to speak to them, or people not wanting to speak to you, or walking away from you or crossing the street. So he's not grasping that. So I would love for something drastic to happen while he in black makeup.
For sure.
Absolutely. Tell me about it.
Is it at all?
No.
It's a fish.
$5.
When Brian says the Bruno block, I think he's saying that I live in denial and I'm not really seeing the
Yes, you are in
rampant
denial,
racism
boy.
that is
You are in
there in
denial.
front of us all. I believe if you want to see bad things out there, you want to see racism, you'll see it. I think the Bruno block is really the Brian chip.
You doing, my man? Good.
Honestly, man, Bruno is really like one of a kind. Really
Today,
is.
Devon, Blessed,
Shout out
and
to him.
Latoya are coming over for my poetry class.
Some black woman.
I'm a little bit nervous because sometimes when I hang out with them, I can start to feel a little bit like I'm just the naive white girl.
You guys have any white friends? Think of it. I haven't in a while. I did in high school, but no close friends. Does it feel like it would be harder to get closer to them? Nope. Yeah. I used to be scared of them. White people? Country music. Really? Yeah.
I mean, I never was. I never had
I
no
know how to
problem
act.
with white people when I was growing up. I
I
had a
think
lot
that
of
white
them
people
around me,
communicate
so
different.
I had no problem with them.
You think so? Discipline.
But I always need the
We
truth.
discipline our
I'm good
kids
at this.
out.
Yeah, we do.
Niggas ain't ignorant.
And it goes so long.
My brother's got our ass whooped all the time. Seemed like every day because we was always doing something. It was sometimes we would get lectured first, sometimes we get whooped first. It depended on what we did.
Okay, some parents don't do that. Like when I was growing up, I would get whooped and I didn't know why. Like when I was growing up, I got my ass whooped every day. He would come, my mother's husband would come and do the belt like this and say, "It's time." And he
For
would
what?
whoop the shit out of me. I don't know why.
Then that's different.
And he would just abuse me. And at first I thought he was my daddy because my dad's in prison and they would tell me that this man was my dad. I remember everything. Right. My mom hated me because I knew who she was. Right. And she knows that I remember everything and she's scared of that. But I do not I just remember the past, but I make something out of it.
Like you, my mother did so many drugs, it was ridiculous. When I was a kid, where's my PlayStation? Oh, I took it to get fixed. Never saw it again. Little things like that. 'Cause that's what drugs do. Oh,
Yo, that shit happened to me one time, man. I had a 64. Somebody said that. Good times. Good times. Okay, no. Yo, alright.
and then but she married my stepfather. He used to throw me up against walls. Not even hitting, throw me up against walls for some math problems. Yo, he'd force food in my mouth, with the fork, cutting up my whole mouth and stuff, like craziness.
I'm listening to these stories that Blessed and Latoya have, and I'm blown away.
My mom, she was in jail all through Christmas, and I remember those days, and I remember living with my grandma. I've lived with a lot of different people. But because of all those factors, statistically, I should not be where I am. And that is the root of my name. Because it's not luck. I am
Let's
truly
get
a
it,
blessed
bro.
individual because that is my life. But I'm here, and I got to go to college.
Bro, you just rose above the shits, man. You're rising above the bullshit. It ain't nothing with.
No matter
It ain't
what
nothing
has
but
come my
nothing, bro.
way,
You rising above the bullshit, brother. It's
out
good. You
top.
blessed. Yeah, you blessed.
You know, you want to
feel
relate
blessed.
and you want to be able to say, "Oh yeah, I know exactly how you feel." And then I have to remind myself, no, Rose, no, that didn't happen to you. That how could I possibly understand? I haven't lived through what they have.
Because, before you have a story, you have to have a storm. You have to have a storm, I think. You think that?
That wholeheartedly.
Yeah, you just have to
Everybody has to go.
You have to go through something. You
Of
have
course.
to go through something.
You have to go through
Just to
something.
be,
You have to go through a little bit of something.
somehow.
But it happens either at the beginning
After
or
hearing
on the way through.
experiences from these kids, I start to wonder if the divide
It is
between
what it
us
is.
is so big, we're ever really going to truly be able to connect.
Well, right now, I'm just a little, discouraged because, I've tried Bible study group and I've tried knitting, and those two haven't worked out. So I'm going to try scrapbooking. I'm not going to give up. Everybody else has been, meeting people and making friends, and I feel like I'm being left out here. So hopefully I can get something out of it.
Get something out of it, girl.
I'm Renee. How you doing?
Try it.
You too. This is Renee. Oh, hi. Scrapbooking. Nice to meet you. Okay. Oh, so y'all are all pros at this then, right?
Yeah, they've been doing it for a while. Can I get you something to drink?
I'm fine right now.
And we have brownies and vegetable dips. So
I walked in and they have like boxes of pictures and they're cutting and pasting, and this is it. I don't know what I was thinking.
stand out. You don't have to crop your pictures. That's not something you have to do. But I like to because it focuses more on what you want to see. And then you can also get more pictures on the page. Yeah. That's it. It's fun. There's lots of fun stuff. So,
But then Deborah, who is a consultant
I want a
for
scrapbook.
the scrapbooking class, I mean, she was
Nah,
very
don't play
in
with me.
tune
Ain't that
to me.
bullshit.
so what made you choose private schools? Public school.
Well, we started
I
our
mean,
girls in
shit.
Catholic school.
When I told her I'm new here, it was like, there you go. She just started spilling things, telling me about schools. And I mean, she was just, I don't know. It's just like, it was really easy talking to her.
You want to go into the store and see that, and then maybe look at the little albums, see what we worked.
When I first walked into the room, I was surprised that her daughter's best friend was black.
Yes, this is Michelle, and this is her friend Allison. Hi. Michelle's been scrapbooking since she was 4, I think. Allison, maybe
4
years, right?
Oh, really? Yeah. I didn't get a vibe or feeling that this woman has any issues with race.
What did you do for Mother's
I mean, it is what it is, you know. We got we got good people out there. It is what it is, and that's beautiful.
And I kept hinting,
It
I
worked?
could really use like a day at the salon.
And give me a call if you have any questions about pictures or album or.
For the first time, I felt like I was actually clicking with someone that was outside of this project, who was white and wasn't Carmen.
It was nice meeting you.
Yeah, Carmen ain't easy to get along. Carmen ain't easy to get along with. She on some
Devon
shit.
asked me to go out and get some lunch with him and just spend some time together.
Devon just
And I'm
dropped
really
the
excited to do
bomb.
that.
Yo, Devon just like, yo, I fuck with you, girl.
Bird nest back there, but
So did you go to school around here?
Nah, I went to school out in near San Bernardino.
Okay, right. You grew up there.
I played football all year, varsity my junior, senior year.
Wow. It was interesting. We kind of went out for just a casual day. I was in black makeup, and he just showed me around the city in the area. He lives nearby. So did you win Best Smile at your school?
Nah, I don't win best nothing.
No?
Nothing.
Oh, man.
They had a best poet category. That probably
Look at her dropping the little.
That's the poet right there.
She dropping a little bar like, did you win the best smile at your school? Like, ooh, Rose. Ooh, she was gonna get the black experience.
Well, there you go. That's the best compliment you can get. To be honest, Devon's pretty cute. And I don't mean like cute. I mean, he's pretty beautiful.
When's your birthday?
Go get the black experience. Hold up.
August 22nd.
August 22nd.
She gonna get the black experience.
Hopefully
She
don't
got it
nobody
after the show. She got it.
I like that.
Shit, I forgot your birthday. Happy birthday.
They live in LA already, so she went back for Devon. She got his number
Devon
and shit.
is, well, he's enlightened, let's say.
That's a shackle with shoulder feel real. Stuff like that remind me of slavery. It's hard to look at stuff like that. And imagine myself in that position. It's crazy. My ancestors, were put in cuffs similar to that. It hurts. I couldn't imagine my grandpa, my brothers, my sisters, my mom or pops, nobody being shackled, being sold, like cattle. And, just thinking about it, I always try to put myself in their shoes. I can't do it, but just to give me more understanding and more appreciation, as to where I'm at. Because I don't see how we can live,
Gotta appreciate where we are and where we come from, you know what I'm saying? Bad as it can be, you gotta appreciate where you come from or where you going. You know what I'm saying?
And forget about certain things that have happened.
One really neat thing is that as Devon and I were hanging out, I started realizing how much he was willing to teach me.
And I swear, like, I don't know, it's just something about black women and like they are just, to me, some of the boldest individuals.
Right.
Like, I have never met a woman who will be scared of nobody. I don't care if you're the biggest man, you cross her, she is in your face. Do not cross her. Like, that's why I respect them to the fullest. Partly because I'm scared, and probably because I've been raised right.
I can understand that.
After
I feel
Devon
him.
and
I feel him
started
100%.
talking about what is true for our lives. We talked about our friends and our families and
100%.
ourselves. It was like talking like kids again.
Well, I swear it's all the same. It gotta be all the same. Like, we just people.
We are just people.
We just people. We just older than we people.
So
Is that how it
Deborah
goes?
invited me to go to a country bar with her and some of her friends, and we were gonna, you know, go line dancing, which is something I've never done before.
Facing front.
Isn't that the place where where Kermit went?
We did strike up a conversation with a gentleman at the bar, and somehow we started talking about neighborhoods.
Georgia. She was deciding what area to move into.
From where?
We're from Glendale.
I know a lieutenant in Glendale.
Glendale's police department is known to be really good.
They don't put up with anything.
They don't put up with anything. Where's that going to? What do you mean? Let's go.
A lower car, there's 4 Mexicans in there. My friend says I pull them over. I'll find a reason.
If you just look guilty.
I think they, what do you call that one?
Profiling.
They profile people.
So you're saying
Profile
somebody's
people.
driving down and they're black, they didn't do anything wrong, they might pull them over.
They don't belong there.
But what if you saw
They don't
a white
belong
kid
there.
doing the same thing? Would you pull them over?
Let me put it this way. I'm a white guy and in the middle of the night I'm driving. It's all black gangbangers. Why am I there? I'm looking for one thing.
Drugs?
I'm looking for drugs.
Well, that's not because it's a black area, then that's because it's a druggy area, correct? There you go.
Ooh.
She got you there.
Deborah is like getting so upset, putting this guy in his place. She didn't have a
Damn,
reason
girl,
to.
Deborah, damn. Shout out to
I was
you,
just really
Deborah.
impressed with her.
Shout out to you, Deborah. Oh, Deborah with the shits. She don't play. Okay.
When Brian and I got home, we started to have a conversation about reparations, which is the repayment to the descendants of African slaves for the mistreatment of their ancestors.
Slavery was how many generations ago?
Yeah, slavery was so many years ago, but all the slave owners, tobacco companies that got all this free labor, and now the tobacco companies are billion-dollar industry off the free labor of blacks. All these other big businesses that still exist today, where money passed down from generation after generation, they're still getting the monies. That money was made off the backs of slaves for free. So
For free.
while their generation
free.
of kids are just rich after rich after rich, will be rich for all their generations to come. The descendants of slaves stay poor after poor after poor after poor.
Can you imagine what an absolute chaotic mess it would be if all of a sudden the government
I get what he's saying. Brian didn't use the right words. Poor after poor after poor wasn't what he was gonna say. Like, he should have said like they come from the mud, come from the mud, come from the mud. And then when they start getting up, you put them down, aka Tulsa Massacre. Motherfuckers kill a fucking whole black town, run through because we can't let them niggas do the good things. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck you, man. Come on. Like, we can't let them do what we're doing, type shit or whatever. We can't let them bloom. So they did what they did. You know what I'm saying? They did what they did. So, and now, even now to this day, the people in the positions are still having, what was the word? Passive racism? Or whatever the fuck? Yeah, because that shit's still instilled in them. Every generation is getting like shaved off, but still a thing.
government said, okay, we're going to now give money to all African Americans who are the descendants of slaves. We've all been enslaved. Okay, I don't think checks have been flying around for anybody. Get off it. Please. Get a job.
I don't want reparations because I don't feel like I deserve it. But there are some that do.
If there hadn't been slaves there to do it, do you think tobacco companies would have found some way to do it?
Why do you
Would
guys
you work today all your life for free?
It's unrealistic. It'll never happen. It's a nice thought, but come on.
I interact with white all day, every day. I do not have a chip on my shoulder. I'm not paranoid, but there's no way to convey that to Bruno and any Bruno type that's out there because they don't want to see it. They don't want to believe it. They want to believe that everything that's white is okay.
Yep. Yeah. And to this, I smoke. What's going on? We getting high.
Deborah invited me over to her house to dinner because I talked about some of the Southern cooking that I do. And at the same time, I'll meet her husband, Steve. So I'm looking forward to that. Hi, how you doing? Too.
She's gonna tell Deborah she's black at some point, for sure.
Wow, I like how you always include your dog. Deborah, I can honestly say, is one who is very open-minded, and she has a lot of friends. And I won't say just worldly, but just aware of people.
Oh, thank you. Those are beautiful.
I mean, it was the same, just like in my household, and it was just great. And here it is, this white family, and we pretty much have the same values.
She should have said, she should have came up to her and said,
that was just awesome.
She should have came up to her and said, where I'm from in Georgia, there's a lot of white people that don't like black people. And I kind of like how you stood up for that, to like black people were when that guy was talking the shit. You know what I'm saying? Just to see what she was gonna say. And then I feel like maybe she could, if it was very positive what she'd say, she should drop the like, hold up.
There's a lot to learn at 16
but that's not gonna happen.
and 17. I know they think they know it all, but
Which fool thinking?
Was it I thought I knew it all.
To me.
Want to trade?
I don't think we're going to agree with you on that one.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
No. Oh.
I guess let's just say it's not easy.
Yes. Talking to Deborah and her husband is like, no, it's not a black or white thing. It's just a parent thing. Because I'm so you ready for high school.
When did your son? Yeah, she's just starting high school.
Well, Nicholas had problems in school. And out of school. He was hanging with the wrong crowd, and I was brought up a certain way, and I am strict. Sorry, but I am kind of strict.
See, like I'm not the only one.
Yeah, I really want to keep our relationship, and I just feel kind of bad deceiving her. I feel like I'm lying to her every time that I go to her house or we do things. Thank you. I'm just frustrated because I don't know what to do. I don't know.
She gonna
do I tell her? Do I just keep continuing?
You will, because everybody's been telling everybody, right?
We really made a connection here.
Brian didn't tell nobody at the bar because, you know,
after
obviously
this project is over with.
Oh, get him! Can this guy experience some hardcore racism, please?
Understand where he's coming from. So I'm going to be an open-minded student today so that perhaps he can teach me something that will change my perspective on things.
Today, I'm going to take Bruno to an all-black dominoes game, and I hope this approach will help bring down his Bruno block. Just to help him interact with just all black and see how he goes from there.
Hey, good, how you doing?
Wait, that's going to be interesting.
Brian, man. We just brought the chair. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
The scene was these guys sitting around a little card table, smoking, drinking. They had good buzzes going on, and
good buzzes going on.
It was a real black scene where it was, black vernacular, and guys having a good time.
You ready to come here? Yeah, I'm what y'all playing to. What score go to? 150. Three houses.
He didn't even want to be in the room. I don't really know how to play the game that well either, but it wasn't going to deter me.
Dominoes easy, man. You gotta drop your dominoes. That's all, my dog.
Great time.
Watch the other pieces. You gotta drop your dominoes. Win that bitch. I'm a domino man. I love that shit.
OG was that?
Cause you know me, Zo Gang.
Original game.
Zo Gang.
Original game. All right.
I'm not uncomfortable being around black people, but they're all different kinds of black people. If there are smoking, drinking, loud talking, Ebonic speaking black people, that's not my element.
You got dominoes.
What does that mean? I got dominoes.
That means you played first.
Okay.
That means you need to get your hand empty first.
All right.
Where you about to go?
Ron is laughing a little bit way too much for me, and his laugh is so weird. Fucking Brian, man.
I didn't fit in because I have no passion or no desire to learn the game of dominoes. This isn't, whether they're black or white, and that's a world that I don't belong to.
Yeah, I don't like dominoes. I don't like staying inside. I don't like smoking, and I don't like,
I got agitated. It just wasn't fun. I wouldn't be anywhere in a smoky room with guys getting drunk, sitting at a table playing anything.
The thing about it
that you don't know life, my dog. That's where real business happen.
like my uncle, he was talking about in the South. It's like dominoes is played the same all over.
Right.
But it's one game that our people share. It's sort of like Hispanics has their own language. Dominoes is our language. And it's time, but it's the only time that you can get together and enjoy each other in good company. It's about calling money, see who can come up with the funniest statement.
Right.
At the same time, still strategizing like it's, you know what I'm saying? It's wonderful. I love it. It's relaxing to me.
If Bruno admits that he was uncomfortable because there was more than one black in the room, as opposed to, the smoke, the drinking, the game, then
he will never
to admit.
Brian, come on, bro. How could you even think that? He will never do that. Bruno is not that stupid. I'm gonna say that. Bruno's a smart white man. He's not that stupid. He's not gonna do that. But fuck, man. Come on, don't say that bullshit, man. Come on.
Admit that there is a problem.
Much love, baby. Much love. Okay.
That's why I say Bruno Block, because he's only gonna let out what he want to let out.
Yeah, Bruno Block. I agree with that. It's a Bruno Block. Fucking Bruno, man. Fucking Bruno, man. Fucking Bruno, man. The fucking Bruno Block. You know the fucking Bruno Block? Fucking crazy, man. White Italian ass motherfucking Bruno.
I've been spending a lot of time with Deborah, and it's been great.
You gotta tell her you black, cause she gonna fuck with it. She gonna laugh so hard.
And establishing a relationship, unlike.
Fucking shit. Up and down. Shit. Up and down my shit.
My experiences with Carmen. I was questioning myself, like, okay, is it me? No, but here it is. I bonded with this woman who doesn't have any idea what this whole project is about.
Okay, see, my daughter thinks I'm the only one that does that. Oh, Semper Furs. No,
we went fur shopping in Beverly Hills, and it was great.
Good. How are you? Good. Good. It's real. Baby pink knit beaver with lacy bottom. Oh my! This is what we needed the pictures.
Fun. I
Yo,
felt
I
like
need
two teenage girls on the town for the day.
Will you take our picture? Back to back. There we go. Turn camera.
The whole time I'm with her, I keep thinking this is not right. It's not fair. I can't keep going on like this. I feel like I need to let her know who I really am.
I do want you to know I'm glad that you did come out with me. This has been great. It's been a good experience and everything. But nice getting to know you. And I do have something to tell you.
Yeah, let's go, girl. Run there, let's go.
I really do like you, Deborah. I really do. Okay. And I don't want you to think it was something to embarrass you or in any way. Okay. I am who I said I am, but I do want to let you know that I'm really not white. I'm really black. When I met you, I will honestly tell you I was so nervous because I was coming into your home and you didn't know anything about me and I felt like I was deceiving you. I felt so bad. This woman doesn't know anything about me and I feel like I'm deceiving her. And when you said that you were Catholic and I'm Catholic and you know.
Okay, so everything else is the same?
Everything else is
moving out here or are you?
No,
you're not.
I'm not, but we can still be friends. I felt like I was confessing to the priest or something because it was like, Deborah's standing in front of me and I'm telling her, going on and on.
Like
and she's like,
Renee has a real nice energy to her. You know what I'm saying? Ah, in background. As they all are mamas. They waddle, they cuddle, they feel the type of way.
oh my
Mamas.
God.
Mamas.
God, I care. Oh my gosh. I don't think it's about that. It's about whether we have something in common. We have family in common. Do you really have family?
That's what I mean. The only thing that has lied to you.
Do you really have family? What's that about? What kind of joke is that? We're gonna say that joke issue away. Probably gonna say something about that, Carmen.
But I'm sorry. I felt so much better. I told her the truth. We hugged.
Okay, that went over her head.
Piece of chocolate.
That shit just went phew, phew, phew over her head.
And from then on, I felt like I made a friend in California, and she didn't care whether I was black or white. Like, no. Yeah, that'd be fun.
What's going on right now?
After hanging out with Devon for a while, we've gotten closer as friends. I still have not seen it. I still have not seen it.
Show so much. Yes.
Devon is just like, he's...
What's going on? She getting her Black Experience song. You notice. Hey, I was wrong at first. I mean, I did see she was gonna get with one of them get niggas. For half a second, I thought she was gonna get with fucking Nick, but it would have been Devon. Also is Devon.
Smooth in such a vulnerable way that I'm not used to, that it's like somewhat breathtaking.
It's something to kind of represent me over my heart. It just represents the passion and burning in my heart. My soul's on fire. And
it just represents passion and fire in my heart.
Mistaking me.
Where's taking me?
Him showing me his tattoo, which was on his heart. I mean, it was really like he's offering me, like it really did. It almost felt like a gift. Like, here's a piece of my heart. Like, here's a piece of.
Shit, man. Devon reminds me. He reminds me of me, man. Shit. Feels this type of way.
Me. I really appreciate how helpful Devon has been in showing me around places I've never been and teaching me things that I wouldn't usually have the opportunity to learn.
Well, how do you feel now?
I feel cool now. It's just more easy to talk to you versus a white man, period.
One of the biggest struggles was trying to attack this idea of the barrier.
The barrier. What's the barrier?
Trying to enter a world that isn't yours. And I'm realizing that perhaps we are just human beings. And I am just a girl.
No, we are.
Or even more so, I'm just Rose.
We're definitely all just human beings. We gotta take the race out of the equation out. It's good to have a root and like somewhere to belong to, so like you could keep that. But you can't make that make that stop you from experiencing to the fullest. You can't be scared of people. Just be nice to each other. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Keeezzy.
and everybody is just who they are.
I did meet Deborah again. I felt like, ooh, we'll have some girl time, just me and her, 101.
Oh, there she is. Oh, you look the same. Isn't that funny? I really didn't think I was going to recognize you.
It was relief hanging out with Deborah as Black Renee. I just felt like a huge weight had been lifted off of me.
What do you think white girls think of black girls? Their stereotypes are.
Some probably think they're very bossy, twitching of the head, and but comparing it to like some of the white girls that I work with that may be younger than me, they're always talking about it. So I had this impression that a lot of young white girls were wow.
Well, that's interesting. So this is your impression. Okay, what else?
I feel like I can say that's.
But not all. Not all. Deborah and I have really
Deborah
bonded,
agrees.
and we are friends, and it doesn't have anything to do with race.
Share your energy with me.
I did have
Shout out to Nathan
stereotypes
Garcia in the
about
building. Thank you for sharing the energy, Bone Jaw. Hey! I did not see the comment. Yo, what's good, Nathan?
women,
Let's
but
go.
Deborah has opened my mind. Just never know what someone
Don't forget to
else
like,
has
share, and
ever
subscribe.
experienced
This shit's
until you
pulling up
talk
on the
about it.
YouTube.
And hopefully, by talking about it openly,
Yeah.
that can lead to us solving this issue that we have in America today.
Bow. Alright, so this was Black and White episode fucking 5. It was a better episode. I came from a watch party from Blackpink. Man, we were just finishing up, but yo, we know we not finishing up. You know.